Comparing more than two dependent variables using SPSS. Okay, these are assumptions for ANOVA. Okay, we have a few ANOVA. So this is the assumptions since ANOVA is the parametric test. Okay, so first, of course, the measurement scales. We need to ensure that the data is ratio or interval. And then we need to check the normality test. If normal, we can proceed. If not, we need to opt to non-parametric test. And then we need to check on the homogeneity of variance. We need to ensure that it is homogeneous. Okay, so the steps for the repeated measures ANOVA. Okay, state the hypothesis to compare means. Okay, run the repeated measures ANOVA using SPSS or any statistical tool, and then interpret the results. Okay, so you should write F, and inside here is the value of the F within, while here is the value of the F error. Okay, and this is the value for F, while here is the value for P. Okay, and then if there is significant difference, we can interpret the effect size. Okay, so the partial eta squared between subject, and then compare the result with this indicator. Okay, if there is a significant difference between the means, we need to run the post hoc test with Bonferroni adjustment. Okay, and then we should interpret the post hoc test results. Okay, next for the Friedman test. Okay, first we need to state the hypothesis, and please remember that it's not comparing means. Okay, and then we need to run the Friedman test and then interpret the result. Chi-square in the bracket, we should insert the DF value here. And then here is the chi-square value, and here is the P value. Okay, and then interpret the effect size based on Kendall's W. Okay, and this is the calculation, and this is the indicator. Compare the result with the indicator. Okay, so if there is a significant difference, we need to run the post hoc test with Bonferroni adjustment. Okay, using Wilcoxon sign rank test. Okay, and then interpret the post hoc test results. For one-way ANOVA, okay, first again need to state the hypothesis, which is comparing means, and then the one-way ANOVA, run the one-way ANOVA using SPSS, and then interpret the results. Okay, F, okay, put the value that you get, the DF between value here and the DF within value here, and here is for the F. F is equal to what? And then P is equal to what? Okay, insert the value here. Okay, and then interpret the effect size based on the eta squared point estimate. Okay, so and then compare with this indicator. If there is a significant difference between the means, need to run the post hoc test with Bonferroni adjustment. Okay, and then interpret the post hoc test results. Okay, for the Kruskal-Wallis, again, it's not about comparing means. Okay, first we need to state the hypothesis and then run the Kruskal-Wallis test using SPSS or any statistical tool, and then interpret the results. Okay, so chi-square DF. Okay, this is the DF value. Okay, insert the DF value here and insert the chi-square value here, and then insert the significant value here. Okay, interpret the effect size eta squared for H. Okay, so this is the calculation. Okay, and then when you get the result, compare with this indicator. If there is a significant difference, need to run the post hoc test with Bonferroni adjustment using Mann-Whitney U test and then interpret the post hoc test results. Chi-square test. Okay, we have two chi-square tests, which are chi-square test for independence to determine whether two variables were independent. And another one is chi-square goodness of fit test to compare the observed sample distribution with the expected probability distribution. Okay, for the chi-square test for independence, again, first state the hypothesis and then run the cross tabulations or cross tabs using SPSS and then interpret the results. Okay, chi-square. Okay, insert the value of DF here and insert the value of chi-square here and then insert the significant value here. Okay, so you need to interpret the results and the bar chart. Okay, and then you need to choose the strength of the association. If there is the association, if there is a significant association, you should compare the value that you get from the phi or Kramers. Okay, for the phi, if it's for the dichotomous data and dichotomous data. So two dichotomous data. See, these two is the choice of the data. Okay, and while for this n times n's mean it's maybe three choices. Okay, for the first data has 3 choices while the second data has 4 choices, or the first data has 2 choices dichotomous but another one is not dichotomous. Still need to refer to the Kramers V. Okay, so and then compare the results here with this indicated. While for the chi-square goodness of fit test, first you need to state the hypothesis and then run the chi-square test using SPSS and then interpret the result. Insert the DF value here while insert the chi-square value here and insert the significant value here. Okay, so that's all the best.